But posting that. Post. Post. And post. Okay, we're up.
We're up?
Yeah.
Oh god, can they hear us?
Yeah?
Oh god, they can hear us! Oh
Gasp.
no! Spooky Con. For some, it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who make you feel seen and understood. You two make me feel like that. Anywhere
I
else,
see
we might
you.
be seen as weirdos and misfits. But here we could finally feel like no matter who we were, we belonged. Who am I? I am a nerd.
Okay, so I am missing 2 DLC at this
I think
point.
I'm gonna try I think I'm gonna be Sadie. Sadie looks cute.
Yeah, no, I'm curious to see what her pictures are. I just don't have the ability to play as her yet.
Yeah. Has his Mothman.
Time to spread my wings.
That makes
Beautiful.
sense. You being Mothman feels correct.
Yeah, that does really feel a lot like it should be correct for you.
I'll be the one that is a content creator.
I don't think they're the same kind of content creator as you.
No,
They're like an influencer, aren't they?
I don't care. I influence people. Hey, chat, go steal your neighbor's mail. See?
That is not a good influence.
You didn't say good influencer.
Okay, someone else is controlling now, it looks like.
Not me.
Aha! It's me.
It's you.
You need to narrate.
No, it's still Void's turn to narrate.
At the end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. I do love to narrate. But you're gonna have to click through for me.
That's true.
Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con.
Cool.
Zoe, who knows how old, an eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom.
That's an
Speaking of
awful
Liam,
idea.
Liam DeLioncourt, 400-something years old, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
Hooray!
Doug Campbell, 24 years old, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved.
Count your days, fuck.
Omen, 25, question mark? Years old, an evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people.
I have the perfect cosplay for that.
Nico Sharp, 22 years old, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character.
Anyway.
And April 1st, 24 years old, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots, like that very mad crab up there.
I just need to make a comment about this cast.
Yes.
The cast of this one, more so than the other games, is very gender.
Yeah. Like, I think there are only like, yeah, no, there's a she-they and a he-they, because Nico is he-they and
Yeah.
Omen is she-they. And then
Zoe's
like
trans.
Zoe's trans. April
Liam is
also has
Liam.
trans vibes.
I mean,
somehow.
look at him.
Liam is pretty twink, yeah.
I just needed to comment on that.
It had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone the rest of our lives? Ha! We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Okay, 3 things I like. I do love ultra-layered
My
games.
broken brain misread that as searching for loot in NFTs.
I don't like searching for loot in NFTs. Also, I don't like searching for loot in RPGs.
I do!
You do. Yeah, that's your thing.
I feel like this
I
is one
don't
case where
like-
our
yeah.
answers are going to be very different.
Yeah, I like only one bed. That's a good trope. And you fucking know.
Do I? There's a dog.
You
like,
know that I like the
screaming
kind of characters
outside.
people say that about, even if I don't actually want to be stepped on.
I like shiny dice. I like searching for loot in RPGs, and no question. Oh, these are cool looking.
I love them.
I think
Okay,
you already know
I-
my number one answer.
I like this one. Yeah, I think I do. I do have a soft spot for those guys.
You know that guy you picked for first at some point in the movie says it's just business.
Yeah, that's like his opening line.
Okay, this is easy. We weren't new to all this, so the time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic. Look at her!
Look at
Aw.
them.
Yeah, look at Moss. Look at Moss.
Yeah, no,
That's very.
all
very
three of
cute.
them are cute. The chibis are always cute.
Yeah.
We haven't really had the opportunity to see this character
Mhm.
like this yet.
Yeah, it's the first time she's been playable, I think. I know Mossman was playable last game.
It's why I was very curious about her chibis, and I'm already excited. We had so many ideas, and yet we already found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it.
Oh, we've got a lot of genres now.
Yeah! We have played... I've played a few more rounds
Yeah.
with Void, and I've also played a couple of rounds on the stream with my friend Omega.
Okay, so may I make a suggestion?
Sure.
I have no idea. I have like vague ideas of what these two might be. Can we do either cigarette or teacup?
Cigarette's definitely noir. Teacup, I am not sure about. Probably like British drama or something. Obviously, sports down there. I don't know about the newspaper.
I don't know. You said cigarette or teacup you wanted, Has?
Yeah.
Do you agree with those?
I'm good. Yeah.
But help me narrow it down.
Let's do. Okay, yeah. Let's do cigarette. Noir's fun.
Fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going, that we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start.
You mean I can do what I want?
Aww! I love her already!
Aww. Yeah. Okay. So I have at this point romanced April and Omen.
And Vera, I think?
And oh yeah,
Yeah.
and Vera. I want to go for Zoe, who I believe is creativity normally. I forget what she is in this one.
I'll call someone.
Okay, I think it's creativity
Okay.
and charm.
I haven't picked this music back before because the first song wasn't really catching my eye. This one slaps. Also,
Cute.
oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at her!
Very cute. Look, she's like, oh my, she's
So
You-
baby.
Al- Zabby is making that same expression, but towards the screen right now.
Yes, I love her. I love her so much, and I need to buy this DLC.
You check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. After that, you buy a couple prints for an artist. You get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag, and they give it to you inside a free tote bag. You gain 2 charm from all these fashionable and free tote bags you have now. If only you had something to carry them all. You, Zoe, Omen, and Liam are browsing Artist Alley when you see a monument to foot obsession that puts all others to shame. There are paintings of bare feet, socked feet, feet walking through grass, lava, lotion. Any foot whose any foot is represented here somewhere.
Welcome to my art gallery. If you feel so inclined, you may leave your shoes at the entrance. We encourage foot naturalism here. I will say what I'm channeling with this character. I can just see him being voiced by ProZD.
Oh yeah, I can see it. This art, it fills me with confusion and disgust and a touch of hatred. Is this normal?
I'd hope to elicit something more positive than disgust, but I suppose any reaction to my work is better than none. Are you okay? You seem on the verge of what we in the art biz call a total fucking crisis. Well, I've been thinking. I devoted my life to rendering the beauty of the foot in every artistic medium I know, including plastic surgery. Wait, you mean you weren't just born like that? And yet, I worry that the mark I've left on this world has been too small. Will anyone care about my art after I've gone? Will anyone know my name, which is...
I understand. I'm also obsessed with wanting to leave my mark, to make the world submit under my heel. You have my sympathy, my disgusting friend. I've seen a few lucky people remain relevant for at least a few centuries after death, so if you get really wild with it, your memory might last.
We can help! Void, let's cement this artist's beautiful, horny legacy.
Make a time capsule of all their work, so that in the distant future people will remember how feet used to look. Or you have to accept that drawing feet isn't something that makes someone memorable. Crashing your car into the White House, on the other hand, is definitely the boldness answer. So even though I really want to see that, I'm going with this one. The year is 30XX. A historical discovery is about to be made. Haz, how about you be this guy? You haven't gotten to voice him
Calling
yet.
Dr. Burp Burp. We found something strange while we were drilling for microplastic-free groundwater.
Hello, Dr. Anderson. I assume this means you didn't find any groundwater, so this had better be good.
No, but we found an ancient capsule. It's made of something our forensic archaeologists are calling wood.
Wood? Then it must come from before the plastic wars of 2808. What does the ancient capsule contain?
I'm looking now. I think it's... No, it can't be. Dr. Burp Burp, I think these are art pieces depicting what our ancestors called feet.
What's a feet? Is it some kind of ancient deity? An outdated, inefficient measuring system? The long-lost prequel to Feet 2?
Feet were a rudimentary tool for transportation. They moved by a configuration of muscles and tiny, fragile bones. It's also said that they were rather smelly. These feet were so inefficient, and yet this art of them is so hypnotically ugly in an almost arousing way.
So people walked around on these feet instead of...
Yes, Doctor. We all know what we walk on now, so there's no need to repeat it for the benefit of a non-existent audience.
Sorry, audience, you don't exist.
I like to imagine spider legs.
Our historical society is forever in debt to whoever drew this artifact. Doctor, bring the chest back to headquarters for further study.
Yes, of course. Can I keep one of the drawings?
You helped make important smelly history today. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 boldness.
Where to next?
I forget where I go if I want to do boldness.
You can hover over the thing on the right to make the thingies pop up. Boldness is at the expo.
Okay.
Yo!
Hell yeah!
Okay, so am I doing narrator for this? Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah,
It's your
Walking
turn.
around
You're
the
narrator when
lobby
it's your
You
turn.
suddenly hear, look, it's Has. When you turn around, nobody's looking at you. They're looking at somebody else. Somebody who's cosplaying you. When did you get famous? Are you part of a beloved video game franchise? And more importantly, did that guy steal your clothes? There are too many questions in your head right now. Here, you'll need +2 boldness to go on your life without asking them. You're checking the con schedule with Doug, April, and Zoe when you notice a buff bug giving out free hugs.
Oh, the free hugs bug!
Howdy, friends. Does anybody want a hug? I understand if not, but...
Heck yeah!
I'd love a hug. Come here, pal.
Oh, thank you. You're so nice. I just... Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting snot all over you.
Don't worry about it. I'm basically a big sentient snot. Cry all you need, big fella.
Thank you. I'm just so happy. You're the first person to want a hug from me all day.
What? But free hugs are amazing. Why wouldn't anyone want one?
Well, unfortunately, there's a ring of nefarious hug dealers out there that are just trying to get people addicted to the hugs. The first one's free, but then they charge you more and more for each hug after. Once word got around, most people started avoiding free huggers.
Yeah, it sucks. Hugging strangers was so wholesome until those darn hug dealers ruined it.
We have to help.
We can't let that slide. I swear, me and my friends, I won't stop until we've rehabilitated your image and made hugging great again.
Oh, do we have to? I was looking forward to seeing that panel on... Yes, right now, all of us. Free hugs are now my passion.
You're all so nice, but how can we make the world see that free hugs are safe in moderation?
Give hugs a new image by rebranding them as the body lasso or the gentle suplex.
I like the
Offer a
body
pamphlet with
lasso.
every- Offer a pamphlet with every hug explaining the dangers of hug addiction and warning signs to watch out for. I'm going with the gentle suplex. Body lasso sounds fun. You could even say yay-haw with each hug.
Oh.
I don't know. I like the sound of the suplex one, but like, does it have to be gentle? Good point. Maybe you could also offer a suplex that really hugs the living shit out of you.
Oh, I never thought about expanding my hug menu before. I like it.
What is with this
I don't
face?
like his new face though. But just to be clear, the upgraded suplex would have a sexual undertone?
If that's okay with you, then it's definitely okay with me.
Good. Gaining hug and consent is very important to me. You ready?
I was born ready. Annihilate me.
Should we be watching this, Zoe?
Zoe likey.
You can look away if you want, but personally, this is going right into my spank bank. The free hugger
The free
suplex-
hugger
oh,
suplexes April into the tile floor. It looks painful, but also comforting?
That was great! Again!
But April, you're bleeding!
Medical attention later, horny now.
You all watch April get suplexed a few more times. It's pretty hot, even though you eventually have to drag her off to get treated for a concussion. By that time, the free hugger has gained a line of horny people ready to be suplexed, so you'd call this a success. You gain +2 creativity for your ace rebrand, but lose -2 smarts.
Smile for the camera.
I don't really know where I'm going, because I'm going to call someone, so I don't really know who I'm going for.
Yeah.
I'm going Omen.
Maybe shoot for creativity to boost your lowest stat, just to help make sure you're ready for anyone.
Which one's creativity? This?
Oh wait, no, I think I have creativity.
Oh,
as the
here.
Vendors where I already
Wait,
went.
no, this is smarts.
Oh no, I went for charm.
No, that's
Or
what
I think-
the light bulb.
Creativity is the hotel, if I remember correctly.
Light bulb is creativity, right?
Light bulb is smarts.
No, smarts is the nerd glasses.
Oh no, then yeah, you're right. Light bulb must be creativity.
Look at them!
I want to see their full costume.
You would. You're in the hotel room sewing your cosplay
What?
costume when you mistakenly sew it to the bed's blanket. You could unsew it, but that would mean admitting you made a mistake. So you decide to properly implement a blanket into your costume design and leave your dumb ego intact. Look at you being a stubborn dum-dum. Here, have +2 creativity for such out-of-the-box thinking. Afterwards, you're chilling in the hotel room with your headphones on while April showers and Nico does Nico things. What Nico things, you ask? Meh, you weren't really paying attention. But now you're gonna pay the price for that. I'm done now, don't mind the blood in the drain. I cut myself shaving as far as you know.
Gosh, April, you sure are famous. Your phone's been blowing up with DMs and emails the whole time you've been gone. It must be stressful, so I decided I'm going to help you by becoming your PR manager.
My... what?
With a PR team handling your messages, you can spend your valuable famous time doing famous people things. Like rehearsing for your dinner with the president.
Oh yeah, this is a weird ongoing bit with her where half the group seems to be under the impression that she has dinner with the president regularly. And it's the weirdest ongoing bit. Nico, I'm not famous enough to have... Never mind. You didn't reply to any of my messages, did you?
Of course not. I'm your manager, babes. Answering your messages is a task I delegated to your new secretary.
Greetings.
That's me.
She looks so comfy.
I'm so comfy. And the spikes mean this blanket isn't going anywhere.
Omen, did you use my phone?
What I did is make your life a hell of a lot easier. You are suffering from many direct mails, a plague of them, one might say. I rectified this by responding to each DM with a death threat. Now everyone will be too frightened of you to bother you. No need to thank me.
Oh, that's fine. This is fine. I'm ruined. I have to delete all my accounts, start all over again. Change my name to June or September or something. No, I don't want to nuke another identity. I just spent so long coming up with this one. Looks like it's up to you to save April's career and image. No pressure. Somehow convince everyone that this was all April's cat who walked across her keyboard and typed all that stuff by accident. Pretend the death threats were just some sort of out-of-the-box guerrilla marketing thing. Camera? Hello?
Hello?
Camera?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
No, I can hear you. My
Uh-oh. I think the model has
Yeah.
stopped hearing her, though.
yeah, my webcam has just this. The light on my webcam just went off. Okay. We're moving. That was something that happened a couple times when I first started. That one hasn't happened for a bit. Okay. Someone just redeemed point. Oh, someone just drank holy water. Good job, Mitsugo. Okay. I like the cat one. It sounds funny.
Your choice.
Nobody has any better suggestions, so off you go to the nearest pet shop.
Go!
Hello, shopkeep. We're wondering if we could rent a cat.
want to rent a cat? I don't understand.
To rent something is to pay a reduced price for it, so that you may temporarily use it despite not having ownership. Hope this helps. I love her.
We need a cat that looks mischievous. The kind of cat that walk over your keyboard while you aren't looking and accidentally write out death threat accidentally.
It also needs to look silly, like you can't help but forgive the cat for being a rascal. Like if you posted a pic of the cat and said, "Ah, Mr. Whiskers, causing trouble yet again," everyone would forgive the cat for sending death threats, accidentally. ...
You pick out a suitably mischievous cat, a few social media posts, some bad scratches, and a trip to the flea doctor later, and you're back to chilling at the hotel.
Won't you miss Mr. Whiskers, April?
I mean, he
think so.
was only my pet for like 2 hours. She puts a hand on Omen's shoulder. Besides, I already have a grumpy cat in my life that hates monster kind getting all over my keyboard when I'm not around.
Oh, April. Why didn't you tell us you already have a cat? We could have saved so much time. ...
You gain +2 charm and lose -2 creativity, and Mr. Whiskers would be proud.
Let's trade places. Everyone choose a food. Say your choice out loud to the other players before advancing.
Grilled cheese!
Sushi.
Ice cream. I said ice cream.
I said grilled
You
cheese.
said grilled
Sushi.
cheese? Sushi, okay. Ice cream, grilled cheese, sushi. Player order is decided based on which food you would not serve to aliens at an intergalactic diplomacy meeting. Start debating now. I think Has wins. Raw food is something that a lot of people take time to get used to. So
Yeah,
it feels
but
like
milk
a
could
bad...
also go over very poorly.
But it's so tasty, though.
Grilled cheese good!
Grilled cheese, good. So I think that Zabby goes last. I think it should be Has me Zabby.
Sounds good.
I did not move in that order.
Yep.
Food and gossip.
Okay.
My favorite combination.
We're not going to the top right because that's where Zabby goes.
I need to go there. Okay, this music track is pretty good. I like this. This is a vibe.
That means that it triggers a specific plotline of her trying to get her magic back, if I remember correctly. Was that one? And the number of chilies is how spicy that the event line that might be triggered by it will be. As I recall.
You and Omen go out to a fancy restaurant.
Fancy.
Omen tells you all about their former conquest as a villain. Apparently, they once had a fortress not far from this very restaurant. You two decide to check out the old fortress, out of curiosity. Turns out it's a laundromat now. Omen might have been more upset if they weren't so fascinated by the washing machines. The future truly is now.
Did everyone
I'm
else hear
enjoying boba.
Mossman just scream fancy?
You mean somebody will serve me food?
Okay. I want to go out to dinner with Zoe. You and Zoe go out to a fancy restaurant. You decide to do the romantic
This
cliche and
time?
split a milkshake with 2 straws. You two can do that cute thing where you look into each other's eyes while you drink. Zoe thanks you for the milkshake and then uses the second straw to drink with her leg mouth as well. Ha. But this gives you an unexpectedly good view of her butt, so you're not gonna complain.
Wanna split a charcuterie bar?
Eh.
Miranda, Scott, Vera, Bruce, Sawyer, and Suzanne. You did do Sawyer already, as I
I've
recall.
never seen this before.
But I didn't actually get the date.
Ah, okay. Right.
Because I didn't realize that you had to just stand without inviting someone.
Uh-huh.
You invite
Guess it's
Suzanne
always
to join you
Suzanne.
at the con. Who wants
Gets to voice
Suzanne?
Suzanne. I can do Suzanne.
Sure.
Awesome! I'll bring my bike in case someone wants to illegally race me.
Nobody there rides a motorbike.
Really? Then I'm gonna beat them for sure! What's your type? Dumb question. I want someone who puts the pedal to the metal. Someone who stops at nothing to see what's beyond the horizon. Someone who challenges the gods to a race and make them eat their dust!
So
I like
boldness.
boldness is what I'm saying. Yeah,
I'm gathering boldness.
seems kind of clear.
Comic time. Comic time.
Yeah. Love isn't the only thing you're chasing at this con. You've got a comic to finish. Time to brainstorm. Why did you get banned from the zoo? Honestly, it was for my own safety. I got robbed by dogs.
I'm a genius.
The case, choose a detective book that would totally catch your attention.
The death of a twink.
Oh,
Ah,
time to get back to the
I
con.
love these stupid
The
games.
others will never believe this.
Cause
Continue emboldening.
How dare you?
You're roaming around the lobby and you find someone with your exact same cosplay. Unacceptable! You decide to solve this conflict the traditional way. A knife fight to the death! The other cosplayer doesn't carry a knife, so he gets automatically disqualified. You win the right to cosplay. You gain +2 boldness for always carrying a knife for no reason at all, and because I'm kinda scared of you. Some diehard Liam prom readers have organized an unofficial meetup in the lobby. Zoe's so flattered that she decides you all should crash it.
Eldritch Cutie reporting for duty.
Hey everybody! I just wanted to thank you all for showing up. For showing so much love to my little fanfic. It means a lot to me.
The goddess speaks! It is an honor to worship your holy work, Zoe. A most divine honor!
you know, I think I'm finally beginning to understand the appeal of this fandom thing.
Greetings.
If I had known the extent to which it allowed Zoe to control her minions, I would have gotten on board a long time ago.
But I don't control my fans. They're just really, really into the silly story I wrote.
I see. Used a written spell to make them do your bidding. That's smart.
April, help me out here. Let me put it this way. Zoe could convince her fans to, I don't know, murder somebody on her behalf with zero chance of it ever getting traced back to her. But she chooses not to. Make sense?
Well, I do not care if Zoe shirks the powers available to her. I want to make the fandom do a thing. Please.
Okay, fine. Just don't make them do anything too fucked up, okay?
Are you for real?
Never mind. I don't like the looks on your faces. Haz, what do you want to make the fandom do?
Oh my god, that's so good. Yes! Tremble, pathetic Euro! The Liam prom fans have declared war on thee!
You all run rampant through the convention center. Fuck the Euro and graffitiing Euro sucks in several walls. It has absolutely no effect on the value of the Euro. But, thanks to the volatility of the stock market, the Euro coincidentally goes down a few cents in value. That's good enough for you to call this a win.
Good work, team. We really showed that Euro who's boss.
I guess, but devaluing the Euro was way less fun than it sounded.
What do you mean? I had fun.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, remember when we graffitied Euro more like you're no on the bathroom stalls? That was epic.
True, that was a moment of poetic genius. But nevertheless, I am disappointed. I thought to devalue the Euro was slang for invading Europe. You people are weird.
Nevertheless, you satiated Omen's desires to control the fandom without killing anybody. That's big. You gain +2 smarts and lose 2 creativity.
My shift. I mean, my turn.
Ugh, okay,
I
so
like her.
I did look up Zoe's stats. I need creativity and fun. I need lots of fun. I need so much fun.
As keeps
and I am
stealing
not
my
very fun right
boldness.
now. You check out the games going on at the community zone and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. You start by playing some N64 games. Then you go further back in time to play the original Super Mario where Mario was a dick. You round out your play session by playing checkers and the royal game of Ur. Your Mesopotamian gamer skills grant you 2 fun. You later exhaust yourself helping Omen and Doug set up chairs for the Liam Prom fan meetup. At least you get a free invite to the event out of it.
Most divine Zoe, we are honored to gather in celebration of your glorious, sexy literature.
Hey fam, I appreciate you coming out.
And the prophet Doug is here as well. What an auspicious occasion for our cult of fandom.
Yellow.
I'm really more of a moderator than a prophet, but it's nice to meet other Zoe stands in person. Prophet Doug, we beseech your wisdom on how to show our devotion to Zoe's epic tale. Shall we sacrifice a goat? Perhaps one with a man bun to be most on theme?
Yes! Spill the blood of the Liam goat!
No, this room is carpeted.
Go eat some refreshments and talk about which Liams are tops and which are bottoms. That'll bring me the most pleasure.
It is an honor to receive a missive from the goddess herself. To the snack table!
Ooh, I fucking
Zoe, I
love
finally
this.
see the appeal of this fanfiction thing. You never told me it garnered such a strong following of minions, and now I'm getting a second example of it in like 10 minutes.
And this isn't even an event pass because this has been 2 different players' turns.
Yeah.
They're not minions, Omen. They're fans. I don't order them around. I just turn them on with my writing.
What's the point of that? Surely you indulge them in at least some recreational torture.
She tortures us with her cliffhangers, maybe.
She hangs you all off cliffs? Zoe, you mad lass! I knew you still had some evil in you.
Damn, there's gotta be a way to make Omen understand what being in a fandom is all about. Void, help us.
When you're in a fandom, no one asks you why you wrote 500 pages of your favorite characters touching butts. They ask when you're releasing the next chapter. Or strength in numbers. If you're part of a fandom, you can band together to defeat a horse, if you ever need to, for some reason.
What?
I do not follow.
Don't you have some characters you really like? Like, really like?
You know, like characters you could think about for hours.
When I was young, I marveled at the heroic feats of warriors of legend, like Brashius of the Blood Sphere or Astaphic, Scourge of the Astral Realm. The people would gather, raise their drinks in pride, and sing of the warriors' heroic deeds around the fire. It was a magnificent time.
Well, fandom's pretty much like that, but we gather on Discord and AO4 instead.
I do like Discord on principle, but what are these 4 A's of which you speak? I am very curious as to what the last O stands for.
It's a fanfiction archive. Let me search it for you. Brachious of the Blood Spear and Astafex with an X, right? Of the Astral Realm. Here, there's 78 results.
These are like epics?
Pretty much. You can check the tags to see if you might be interested in the story.
Kinky.
Like this one, plunging his blood spear into my heart. Brachious, exclamation mark, Astafex, enemies to lovers, only one bad butt stuff.
In this context, the exclamation mark would be pronounced as bang, so Brashius bang Astafex.
Ah.
It's goes back to when it was like early email addresses used them to like subdivide things, and it was called a bang path, and that's what got transferred into like the sort of tag system. I've always wondered what it would be like to feel Astafex's real in my hand. happened.
Apparently, dozens of other people wondered the same thing, and now you can share that passion.
So, Yeoman, aren't fandoms cool or what?
This is the equivalent of coming up to someone and be like an ancient Greek person and saying, "Hey, you know Odysseus, right? You ever wondered if what if he banged Hector?" Well, a bunch of other people did too. Shut up, I'm reading.
Are we sure?
3 hours
this
later,
isn't some sort of
Owen seems more convinced on this whole fandom thing. Progress. You gain 2 creativity and lose 2 boldness.
Right after I touch
Me,
up my
me,
makeup.
me!
You.
Can't do boldness because it was stolen from me.
Listen, I
Don't
need
blame
to
me.
be bold for Omen.
I'm not sure that's true actually. I'll check her stats for you real quick.
You're in your hotel room, unpacking your bags. Crap, you forgot your cosplay underwear. You wanted your cosplay to be 100% faithful, but now you're forced to wear your regular underwear. This is a technically imperceptible cosplay tragedy. I feel for you. Here, take +2 creativity to imagine you're wearing the underwear you left at home.
It is boldness and smarts, but the values are sorry, you need boldness and not smarts. You need to have low smarts. She would prefer someone who's not an insufferable nerd, as she has more than enough of that in her life with Liam. So you want to be dumb.
Afterward, you finally meet up with Suzanne. She bursts through the doors with blown hair and cloying motor oil smell.
What up, chucklefucks?
Hey, Suzanne, thanks for coming. What do you want to do now that you're here?
No idea. I've never been to one of these con things before. Are there any monster truck shows or drag races happening? I'm ready to fire on all cylinders, if you know what I mean.
Well, I think there's a round table about spaceships happening right now. That's close-ish, right?
If you say so, let's check it out.
You lead this dumb, gorgeous biker to the community zone, where famed sci-fi author is leading a roundtable on spaceships in sci-fi media. Dang!
Oh my god, I love this character.
Who wants to voice
I
this
have no
one?
idea who they are, but I love them.
And per my last point, the debate between light speed and pure teleportation is... Oh, we have some latecomers.
Sorry to barge in on you, gorgeous. We'll just sit in the back and try not to be distracting.
It's a bit late for that, but sure, have a seat. Anyway, let's discuss some of the most famous spaceships in sci-fi. First, a true classic, the beautiful scrap punk kitbash known as the Millennium Falcon.
Also, this is definitely a Tengu, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
like
yeah.
the red skin in the
Yeah.
nose, definitely.
Mhm.
The red skin, the
I
nose,
think
the
also
way
the,
the smoke is forming.
And her shoulder cape is the wings. I love her.
Yeah, no,
Also-
she's good.
Also, apologies, I didn't notice it was a woman at first.
You're fine. Whoa! Look at the engine on that metal pancake.
If you prefer a sleeker design, there's the Discovery from 2001: A Space Odyssey, the first sci-fi vessel to use nuclear energy.
Whoa! Totally nuclear.
I love the hair.
Well, what about this sleeper hit? The TARDIS from Doctor Who. I love a gal who's bigger on the inside.
Wink, wink.
Ayo?
It's a spaceship and a phone booth. She can do it all.
I bring these up because I'd like to do a little exercise. Imagine you're designing a ship for a space opera of your own. What would you add to make it stand out?
I've got it. Let's add 2 engines to our spaceship. Twice the need for speed.
Suzanne's heart's in the right place, but you can do better than that. Impress her with a spaceship modification of your own. Camera? Why are you doing this to me today?
Oh no.
Are we not friends, Camera?
Camera has no friends.
No,
Camera
your enemies.
only has targets.
I fixed
Take the
it.
shot, camera.
Fixed. Okay.
Top one seems more likely to be boldness.
Event system so comprehensive that it would allow for an alien to sneak out and murder the crew one by one. Ventilation is important. That might also be smarts, though.
It could also be smarts because ventilation is important. However, the second one is definitely creativity.
An opera stage,
Until today.
space operas have been a misnomer until today.
Ooh, I like it. A compelling plot could be mined from the conflict of a robust ventilation system filled with rogues and villains. I did something similar when I wrote my very first space opera, though I had the antagonist traveling through the torpedo bays.
What? You wrote a space opera?
Well, yes, several in fact.
Wow, an opera in space! You've got a beautiful face, a beautiful voice, and a beautiful astronaut license. Look out, ladies, this one's a triple threat. Zabby, I think that Suzanne might just be hitting on the NPC. You're just gonna be their third. I mean, I wouldn't complain. I mean...
Whoop,
I love
whoop.
her hairstyle.
Yeah. Anyway, Gold, top succession. With proper
I
ventilation,
think I
this should
forgot
sure
to
stay
actually
nice and
set
cool
my
during
name,
summer
but
in
I'll be
space.
gold.
You're gold, apparently.
Were you thinking of adding a space climate system to your book?
Oh, we're not writing a book, but I know a thing or two about building motorcycles and bumper cars, and an overheated engine is not a key to success.
Neither is having a bloodthirsty alien scurrying through your vents.
Definitely not, but it could certainly be suspenseful to have an alien murderer among us.
Bum
Among Us!
bum.
I don't get it.
Everyone's impressed and Suzanne thinks you're smart, but that's not saying much, but it's still a win. You win +2 boldness for your evil alien-friendly vent system, but lose -2 creativity.
You're welcome.
What can you say except you're welcome? Let's see if I can avoid shitting myself uncontrollably again.
I can't believe you've gotten that twice.
Twice in a row! Welcome to my mystery shop, where fate does the choosing and you do the paying. Has, that's you.
Oh, birdie.
The shopkeeper looks so cool and is also very gender.
He is pretty gender.
Very gender. I'm torn between these two.
Go for the village one. I believe that tends to give people alternate costumes.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh yeah, so these are like
I thought it would
okay.
be
So
like a
Daldenville
story
does
thing.
nothing. It does nothing. The other three on the top row affect your stats in some way. With the farther to the right being the bigger effect. Bottom left does something to a location. Middle does something to like characters' appearances. Bottom right is some kind of special effect that gets added. I believe that one is the one that has resulted. Which one was the one that made you shit uncontrollably repeatedly?
My weird little village. I've seen a lot of cool
Okay.
things from it, but then I also got the I shit myself power.
Yeah, so be careful about what mushroom you get from that. I guess.
I'm sure there are some bad ones in all of them. I mean, has the one of the
Yes.
last times we played got the buff bug that shuffled his stats?
Yeah.
That was wild.
I do
Repeatedly.
remember that.
Let's do landmarks in love. I'm sure this will be funny.
Could be.
It could be.
The Central Sydney Opera House. The lobby will now provide double the stats for any player.
Nice. My turn.
Come in, take a
I'm gonna
box.
choose this
Any
box and hope that it's not gonna make me shit uncontrollably. Because I like putting people in costumes.
Little
Little
acorn.
acorn.
This item
This
gives
item
your
gives your
character a
character
new
a
job,
job.
changing their visual appearance. What does
Huh.
that mean?
I have so many jobs already.
Well, 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 what do we have here, a lover of mystery? I have just the thing for you, whatever you pick.
Did you just give him the voice of Garfield the Deals Warlock for a moment there?
I don't know, shut up. Don't make me shit myself. Cabolita
Cabolita
Cabrona. This item makes you see the romance options in a special outfit. Copacetic. Now be a doll and scram, won't you?
It is copacetic because no one's shitting themselves uncontrollably.
Shut up.
Comic time.
Time to expand my brand.
Can you guess what time it is? Yes, it's comic time. Oh, you have a new job.
I see. I have a new job. I don't like this job. Oh, I'm a drug dealer now.
Oh, Pom Pom is the craziest character.
Unfortunate. I won't get to see as many cute.
You're Pom Pom now.
I'm Pom Pom now.
Genie gives you $1 million, but there's a catch. You'll develop a serious addiction to puns. When you're talking to anyone, you'll make the persistent error of calling them mom. I mean, I do that anyways as a joke constantly. You'll be stalked by a demon named Larry. That's already also the case for me.
That's worrying.
Every morning, you'll have to eat 6 burritos, causing a persistent tummy ache. These are all just me already.
You don't eat burritos.
Yeah, I do.
That's
I
not
eat
true.
6 burritos every morning.
You have stayed in my house, and you did not eat 6 burritos. We don't have anything for burritos.
I mean,
in
there
this apartment.
was that one morning I ate all of the bacon at the buffet.
Yeah, but that's not burritos.
No, but it is all of the bacon at the buffet.
Yeah, you did do that. You did do that. My turn. What conversation topic is severely underrated? Discussing the fact that while Tauruses are objectively hot, Geminis tend to be the worst. Your mom jokes. Okay. What not to name your fantasy characters unless you want them to sound dumb. Alright.
Pervon.
Personalization, a proven form of convergent evolution in which the non-crab organisms evolve a crab-like body plan.
Return to crab.
I'm pretty sure that would be smarts. This is probably creativity. I don't know.
This is just the funny answers for the comic, isn't it?
It does affect
Well,
our
yes, but they
stats,
also
but I
do
just
with-
pick entirely by which ones I like.
Yeah. They each, so for all 3 players, each of these answers will reduce 4 of our stats by 1 and add those to the remaining stat.
Ah.
Yes, but
didn't
I
know
just
that.
pick based on what's funny.
Sam.
Yes. I think int, creativity, boldness, fun, maybe? Nope, it was charm. I don't need charm. Fuck.
Time to get back to the con!
Doesn't she want charm and fun?
She wants creativity and fun.
Ah.
We're all so charming, unfortunately. It's Haz's turn.
You monster.
Haz, you monster. This is a competitive dating simulator, unfortunately.
Still, you decide to take pity on him. You don't know how to comfort a child, so you just pat his head and say, "You have no enemies." You leave, proud of your words of wisdom. He doesn't stop crying, but you gain +4 boldness for how cool you looked inside your head. A while later, Zoe invites you to a cafe to discuss her newest project. You can't wait for a sneak preview of the fanfic queen's latest work.
So, the idea is that after Space Lord Zorthath gets killed in canon, he's reincarnated as a cashier at Wolfmart. It'll be a true reverse isekai.
Greetings, minions.
Greetings, friends. I see you are also patrons of what I've come to call hyperactive bitter bean juice.
Did they not have coffee back in your day?
No, they did. I just prefer my name for it. What are you working on?
Haz is helping me with with a new fanfic. It's about a powerful villain being forced to adapt in modern society.
Oh my. I find that deeply fascinating for reasons that are not worth examining. What is the plot progression? How does this form of overlord adapt to their strange new world?
I'm not sure yet. We're still in the early planning stages.
Can they bring themselves to accept the overpriced inferiority of the taxicab over the vastly superior locomotive? Do they conquer the intellectually barren wasteland of social media, or do they succumb to its insidious brain rot? And, are they successful in their pursuit of happiness?
Haz is here to help me answer those kinds of questions. Do you want to help us brainstorm?
No, thank you. Creativity is not my strong suit. I would rather listen to Haz's ideas and harshly judge them.
You heard the scary overlord. Pitch a plot for Zoe's new reverse isekai fic. The villain gets one legendary artifact that didn't exist in his realm. Therapy. The villain realizes this new world would feel way less confusing and threatening if he rode a big, menacing excavator everywhere he goes.
One of those is much better for her than the other. And what is therapy exactly?
I've never done it myself, but I think it's what people do when they have mental problems that require professional help.
Oh, like hiring a plumber?
Yeah, that's it, I think. Therapists are basically plumbers for your brain.
Interesting. My brain has historically been clogged with bad thoughts like a shit-filled toilet. What sort of instruments do therapists use to excavate these mental clogs?
I think they just talk to you about your feelings. Sometimes the therapist makes a patient describe blobby abstract art. For some reason, it usually makes them talk about their shitty dads.
Oh, how
I love the joke that's like, man, the Rorschach test is so easy. All I do is show you pictures of your parents fighting. How tedious. People pay for that kind of treatment?
Yeah, weird, right? Maybe they just want the therapist to Yeah, weird, right? Maybe they just want the therapist to prescribe them with drugs.
Oh, like heroin. I'd wondered why modern science disavowed such an effective cost-suppressant.
No, not heroin. They prescribe exclusive designer drugs like Xanax or Zoloft.
Whoa, those drugs must be quite strong. They sound as if they were named after ancient wizards.
They do.
That's the inverse of the usual joke, which is that psychiatric drugs sound like the names of wizards.
Yeah, modern medicine might as well be wizardry to me.
Thank you for this information. I may look into hiring a brain plumber myself.
Cool.
Go for it, girl.
Well, there's no denying that Omen needs therapy, so you're gonna call this misinformation dump an unconditional win. You gain +2 charm for encouraging your friend to get professional help, but lose 2 boldness for choosing self-improvement over a dope-ass excavator.
Yeah, that's fair. I need the fun. My fun's so low. This is not going well for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. You see an empty spot at a tabletop RPG game session, so you sit down without thinking twice. This game's really weird. The board is just a bunch of letters, and you all play at the same time by moving a planchette around. When it's done, you're not sure who won, but you got to talk to your late great-great-grandfather. I guess that's too fun, right? Omen and Doug are assigned to judge the competitive tarot tournament. You and Zoe have time to kill and decide to tag along.
What in the JoJo?
Who is talking right now?
I don't know. It's
Oh,
fucking
this is
Dio.
some random person. Okay, my
This
brain
is a random person. who
brain
gets a
stopped
face.
working for a second. Yo, judges, we need a ruling over here.
Doug, con volunteer?
What's the problem? I ran a competitive tarot club in middle school. Maybe I can help.
My opponent cheated. He laid a 9 of wands, which can only be played during the fortune phase if it's in a future position.
Zabby, you just transformed into some kind of fan-powered robot.
Oh, neat. Am I good now?
Nope.
No.
How about now?
Nope.
No. You need to stop flapping your wings as you speak.
Make
It sounds
me!
like your mic might be slightly out of the socket. Slightly unplugged. Or something.
How about now?
Yeah, you're fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I have an elliptical cosmic guardian on the battlefield, which I do, she's lying to try to get me disqualified.
Okay, I have no idea what most of those words meant. The meta's changed a lot since my day, but I've got a copy of the rulebook. It's only 74 pages long. I bet I'll get the gist of it at high speed read. BRB.
Who played this card here? I admire its avatar's rippling pectorals. I played it. It's my Mercury card. I see. You should win. This Mercury avatar is hot, both in the attractive way and the closest planet to the sun way.
Ooh, what about this one? What's this guardian called?
Venus, according to the text printed beneath that boobily-breasted bust of a cosmic woman.
Yeah, she's sexy. I ship her with Mercury. Their ship name will be Summer 11. All of this is irrelevant to the card game.
Are you for real?
Their love isn't irrelevant to me.
This conversation's cutting into your valuable flirting with your friends time. Figure out which player cheated so everyone will move on. Liar, liar, pants on fire, right? Throw a match on the player's pants and see who burns. Or conduct a karma audit on the alleged cheater to see if his karma has recently been deducted for cheating. Neither of these sound helpful to me.
Second one sounds funny though.
It does sound funny. That's probably smart. You cast a spell to conduct a karma audit. The alleged cheater has a suspiciously low karma score. That's not because I cheated, it's because I strangled a mailman last weekend. I swear.
Are you sure about that?
Uh-huh, sure. Do you have any proof of this alleged homicide?
Yes, look, I took these pictures from my collection.
Okay, these horrific crime scene photos seem legit. I believe you didn't cheat. However, I have called the cops, and they're here to arrest you for murder. Yup, let's go, you sick, twisted dork.
Fuck you, bitch. You set me up. I'll still win this match from prison.
Bye.
Actually, getting arrested disqualifies you from the competitive tarot tournaments for life. Bye! See, Omen, being an evil murderer cost him the win. Let this be a reminder that evil is bad.
Nice job, idiots.
Personally, I simply would have not confessed to murder. But that kind of genius is what separates me from the average sociopath.
I found the rule. The Elliptical Guardian does allow the Knight of Wands to be played during the Fortune phase, but not if Venus is also in play.
This no longer matters. He just got arrested for murder.
Golly.
Oh, but he did cheat, right?
I could not care less about the answer to that question.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. These new rules are pretty complicated.
Hard pass.
I think you're better off not playing with this game anymore, buddy. It seems pretty popular among murderers.
You all treat yourself to some takoyaki to celebrate being great judges and homicide detectives. You gain 2 smarts and lose 2 boldness.
Smile for the camera.
Wow, you have an insane amount of charm.
Yeah, but
We
I
all do.
want boldness, but you keep stealing it from me. You murderer. You
I told you that I was going to be going for Omen in the beginning.
Yeah. And you have like 20 boldness.
You probably don't need more.
You decide to watch
Fair
a
enough.
panel discussing fighting game archetypes. Your main goal is to determine which archetype you'd be. Are you a grappler or are you a zoner? By the end of the panel, you realize you are the very rare lover, a highly ineffective archetype for fighting games. Makes sense. You're a better fit for a dating sim.
I love the background here. Fighting game archetypes the grappler. Big arms to grapple you. Usually they have kidneys. Misdirected urge for hugging people.
You gain +2 smarts for achieving such self-awareness. You, Nico, and April, and Omen decide to attend a Werewolves live event where everyone in the audience plays a social deduction game Werewolf. Under a chair is a card with your secret role. You're a werewolf. Hopefully you're better at getting away with murder in a game than you are in real life. The game host instructs everyone to close their eyes, and then tells the werewolves to open their eyes and identify each other. You lock eyes with April and Nico. You each choose a person to kill, and when it's time for everyone to open their eyes, 3 villagers are out, and everyone gets a chance to deduce who the werewolves might be.
Fear not, pathetic mortals.
I, the undefeatable Omen, will solve the conundrum of who is the wolf that is where, and why. Let us begin with intense interrogation techniques. Werewolves are adverse to silver bullets, correct? I have a few in my pockets.
Is that really necessary? I think a silver bullet would hurt anyone, to be honest.
If you have nothing to hide, then you have nothing to fear. Are you a werewolf, April?
You silly
Of
goose.
course not, you silly goose. Would a werewolf have this sweet, innocent face? How dare you accuse me? I'll kill you next, in the game and in real life.
Interesting choice of words. Who agrees that we should execute April?
It's not me, I swear. Fuck you all! I'm not going down alone. Nico's a werewolf too.
Hey!
2 werewolves found in 1 round. I am surely the greatest detective who has ever lived.
Sorry, Nico. The repressed thoughts won today.
I forgive you. I'm sure our other werewolf friend can still win this for us.
You've no choice but to try. Because you're alone in this now. Next round, how will you convince everyone that you're not a werewolf? Handcuff yourself to Omen. People who get handcuffed together always learn to overcome their differences and truly trust each other. Do something a wolf would never do, a sick skateboard trick.
A wolf would never do a sick skateboard trick.
That seems like fun.
A dog might. It's either fun or boldness.
I think
I just
this
think
is
the first
boldness,
option's
though.
hilarious.
That is very funny.
You sneak out over an Omen with a pair of handcuffs. Should you handcuff their right arm or their... Oh, wait, yeah, right arm it is. Gold, what fresh...
Zabby, what fresh hell is this?
Ooh,
Oh, smart! Omen will never guess that Gold got so close to them because they are the...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Sorry, gotta do my vocal warm-ups.
Oh, I see. You wish to help me find the wolf by invoking the buddy cop handcuffs to the former criminal turned anti-hero trope. Excellent. I am perfect for the role. But does that not make you a cop? How can I trust you? All cops are bastards!
I may be a bastard, but I know my detective work. For example, I think we should take out the fairy over there. She's got that shifty gaze that...
Say less.
Owen pulls out a knife and stabs the fairy in the eye. Omen, you're not supposed to actually kill people. It's just a game.
Which is one of the things I must learn through this character developing experience. You'll learn to loosen up a bit, I'll learn not to shoot people just because.
You spend the game working together with Omen and kill everyone, and only a few IRL. Character growth.
Only you and I remain, Officer Zabby. Does that mean we reign victorious?
No, Omen, now I have to kill you, as I was the werewolf all along.
What? You bastard! You truly had me. It seems you were the real charismatic villain all along.
You get +2 boldness for your bold handcuffing plan, but you lose -2 fun. I was right!
You
How
were.
is that a penalty to fun? That sounds very fun.
Yeah, but the
other one would've been
skateboarding
the
one was fun.
one. Yeah. Everyone choose a fictional character. Columbo.
Mega Man.
Dorian Gray.
Player order is decided based on how plausible it is that your character secretly has a tramp stamp.
Dorian
So,
Gray
Dorian
definitely
Gray
has a tramp
Definitely
stamp.
has a tramp stamp. Yeah, 1000%. I don't
Does
think
a barcode count?
I don't think Mega Man has a barcode because isn't he a minor? He doesn't get to have tattoos. He's too young.
He's He's a robot, so
Yeah. I think it's Zabby Mihas.
fair enough.
That
Zabby is guaranteed to be able to get bold.
my boldness.
Hooray!
Time to get some Frushar.
I'm exhausted, darling.
Okay.
I sit here, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't remember if you have to do it again to call Suzanne again, but probably good to do so just in case.
So this is what people.
You and Suzanne decide to kick back and watch some NASCAR. Look.
I love the like bathrobe and
Yeah.
the cheese platter.
Apparently, Suzanne's been practicing her competitive racing skills in hopes to one day become a driver herself. And failing that, she can always keep using her skills to win money in a legal drag racing scene. Gotta love a career woman with Plan B. I'm
Okay.
pom-pom.
Zoe. Let's see. God, I hate it. I don't want this. I hate this job. What's next for Zoe?
What a question.
I just thought with Liam Prom and all, I can only imagine your future must be looking bright.
Yeah, it's wild. It was a silly little idea I had, right? Almost like a creative exercise. Can I turn the not-so-popular Liam into the center of a compelling story? And then, kaboom! Liam's everywhere.
Liam's
Oh, yeah, that's it.
everywhere.
Ha, totally. The initial scope of this idea was so small, and now the sky's the limit. It started as a fanfic with some art to depict the Liams, but lately my inbox has been brimming with opportunities of all sorts. Plushies, a tabletop role-playing game set in Liam Academy, multiple offers to turn Liam Prom into a video game.
Whoa! Say yes to everything. Sign all the deals. Next stop, Liam Prom pizza restaurants and Liam-themed lingerie.
That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? But I'm always a bit wary. The bigger you become, the more stuff you sign, the more you gotta abide by what others expect from you.
I mean, have you seen April?
Makes me think of April. Sometimes I worry about her, with the whole contract thing always having to be camera ready. I wonder if fame is that important in the end. It took me eons to find my truth, so it's a shame to see someone who's contractually obligated to not show theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
Of course, it's not the same. It's gotta be 10 times harder when you're your own brand, like how it is for April.
Have you talked to her? It feels like you could help each other out since you're going through stuff that's similar in some ways.
You're right. Maybe I can do that later. It's just I want to talk to you, too. I really value your perspective.
That means a lot, really.
And so you spend hours on this, helping Zoe surmise what she really wants and the best parts of all these opportunities she's been given.
Let's spill the tea, but not literally.
One sec.
How dare you?
Easy question. My magic. They took my power, my might.
Your arm too.
Yes, true.
He's so cute.
He's very cute. I love his little fancy dress and then the super puffy neck. But losing a hand is losing a hand, while losing all your power, that's like losing 100 different hands. Still, not cool that they took my good hand. Note to myself, next time harness my magic power in my bad hand.
What?
What next time would that be?
I don't know. Next time. The important thing here is that I can still beat someone to a pulp with one fist. I don't have such alternatives for my magical energy. It confuses me to see someone as mighty as Zoe forfeiting most of her power willingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did that, didn't she?
Zoe, who used to be one of the most powerful entities reality has ever seen, a deity of destruction and despair. I used to dream of attaining the might of an old one, or perhaps to murder one with my bare hands.
Just why?
And what does she do with that? She writes tales of an academy infested with Liams who spend their time kissing each other. Note to myself, investigate if this is a veiled stratagem by Zoe to bring despair to reality without people noticing.
Nice.
Give it a chance. It really hooks you once you get to chapter 5.
Had to note, research of Haz is too far gone, brainwashed by Zoe's plan for mass despair.
Nah, I think there's something to learn from Zoe here. Life has many things to offer beyond raw power. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe you get to explore those things.
Fascinating.
Could it be that these things are actually worthwhile? If Zoe forfeited godlike powers in exchange for them, they must be of great value.
I'd say they're priceless, Omen. Omen asks you to produce a list of at least 10 of these things they can explore. You comply and offer to help them with it.
It's
Comic time.
twist.
I'm sorry, but the outfit is just funny.
I hate it! I don't like it! I'm missing all the cute chibis for her!
Now's
I'm
your
gonna
chance
need to
for
play her
one
again
final
next time and
brainstorming
not
session
get
to polish it.
You've ended up in the most obscure music festival ever. Which band are you checking out? Counterfeit poetry, underground mathletes, all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet, most glorious hole.
I
Good
do like
buffet.
counterfeit poetry.
Yeah,
That's a good name.
Optics.
it's a pretty good name.
You're still at the Obscure Music Festival now that you've chosen a band, just going by their title. Which of these songs would be your new favorite? Empathy for the Man Who Could Only Eat Soup, Lube for Days, 5-letter words, Metaphors Done Wrong. I like this one. I want to hear this song.
I think 5-letter words would be the one that gets you boldness.
Yeah, but I'm picking based on funny.
Fair.
Magnificent.
Mine!
Get you that boldness! Get it!
Asterion?
It's Asterion!
It is Asterion!
Is that what you thought the outfit would be?
I wasn't sure. But it does make sense.
You said you wanted to see them in it.
I did, and I'm glad. I'm very happy.
You're roaming around the lobby when a tiny little dude pulls your shirt and whispers, "Hey, you need water. It's important to stay hydrated."
Yeah, I'm out.
He offers you a bottle. You get so nervous about the social interaction that you temporarily forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like an awkward little flower you are. You thank the stranger, who's left confused. Well, maybe it's not so bad. If the water was laced, good thing you didn't manage to drink it like a normal person. You gain +4 boldness for navigating a potentially dangerous situation. Later, you put on all the leather you own and head to the local biker bar to meet up with Suzanne. You walk inside and immediately hear Suzanne's magnetic body laugh, and you realize she isn't alone.
Oh, Nanase, you're a fucking riot!
You know it, baby. Oi, bartender, 2 more glasses of your finest whiskey for me and the lovely lady.
I think you are gonna be their third.
Hey, Suzanne, I didn't know you were inviting other people out tonight.
Hey, Gold's here! This was actually a happy little accident. Nanase DM'd me on Momentgram and asked if I was doing anything tonight, and I told her we'd be here, so she came along too. Isn't that cool?
Yep, so cool.
So Nanase, you were talking about your book? It's about space or something, right?
So you have been paying attention. Here I thought you were just checking me out.
I'm a very good multitasker.
Well, yeah, my book's about space. Right now, I'm workshopping a potential new love interest. I was gonna go the classic route of a clumsy dork, but now I'm coming around to the idea of a bad girl biker.
Hell yeah! I love it when. Actually, hold that thought. I gotta piss. Be right back.
Suddenly, it's just you and Nanase. She thoughtfully swirls her whiskey in its tumbler.
I'm going to be upfront with you, Gold. I'm interested in Suzanne. I know you are too, and I don't blame you. She's a catch. I understand we'll be competing for her affections. If she ends up choosing you, I'll take my loss graciously. But don't think that means I won't put up a fight.
Fuck, can you compete with a hot intellectual butch with a penchant for fine whiskey? You better have a strategy to sweep Suzanne off her feet.
Do the second. Do the second. Do the second.
Change your strategy.
You
and
gotta
flirt.
do the second. You gotta.
That's so funny. That might. I wonder if that'll unlock her as another character in the.
That would also be
machine.
amazing.
Actually, Nanase, I'm here because I'm interested in you.
Me?
Yeah, you're a tall, classy lady with an illustrious career. What's not to like?
Well, you've got me there, but I thought you were interested in Suzanne.
Why can't I like you both? I've got a soft spot for slick, confident babes.
That's a good type to have.
Nanase finishes her whiskey in one smooth gulp and puts her arm around your shoulders.
Well, my 1970 Ford Torino's parked outside. Want me to show you the interior?
Oh shit, this just got real. Are you really gonna give up on Suzanne?
Maybe Suzanne can come too. The back seat's plenty wide.
Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. That'd be a dream come true if this game allowed you to romance more than one person. But sadly, it doesn't, unless... Nope, sorry, the programmer's saying shut the fuck up, it's not gonna happen, blame him, not me.
God damn it, programmer. Hey, what gives? I thought we were on a date, Gold.
Ah, so you two are choosing each other after all?
Damn right we are. You're cool, not to say, but respectfully step off my person.
Fair enough. I know when I've been beaten. Here's my card, Gold. You can give me a call anytime.
Finally alone. That lady was kind of annoying, don't you think?
You and Suzanne have fun getting drunk and flirty at the bar, gaining +2 charm, but you lost -2 creativity for letting Nanase get away. What a woman.
But we definitely unlocked her for later calls.
You're cute.
Man. Oh well. It's me. And I'm doomed. I have nowhere near the stats I need. There's
sorry.
no way I'm getting Zoe.
But have you
that's
considered that you're a funny little pom-pom?
I don't want to be.
I don't want to be this! Help!
You're in a
Help!
competitive tarot tournament because you're reckless enough to gamble your entire future. After several hanged men and burning towers, you decide to harness the power of celestial bodies. With your best Yu-Gi-Oh impression, you throw down Pluto! Pluto isn't a planet anymore. You're playing with an old deck. You're disqualified, and your opponent also predicts that you'll die of chlamydia. While you just gained one terrible feint, you also got 2 fun, because dying from chlamydia means at some point you'll get laid. Later, you put on your nicest clothes and meet Zoe at the main ballroom. You're a +1 to the exclusive VIP cocktail party for the con's featured guests. She leads you into a room filled with moneyed bigwigs chatting over cocktails.
Well, 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 if it isn't our girl of the moment. Hi, have we met before?
No need, girl. We know your whole deal and we love it. Were you just talking about your... what was it, a comic book?
Liam Prom?
Oh.
Oh. Liam Prom? It does have
Sorry.
a few illustrations, but it's actually a fanfic. Sure, you don't have to tell me. I'm a fan.
You know, my friend and I know a lot of people in the business. We could totally hook you up.
Yeah, you need connections, baby. You're nothing without connections. I think I'm fine. Shh, listen. You can tell us. How much are you making with that comic of yours? 1K? 2K? Also, have you got a $20 bill?
Here.
Anyway, we can only help you get some engagement going. In 3 months, you'll be making 20k at least.
I'm sorry, did they just do a line of coke?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a little drugs warning up here that's going on in this scene.
Okay. Want some of this? Don't be shy.
Zoe looks at you pleadingly. She clearly wants to ditch these dull, condescending jerks, but she doesn't know how to do it politely. That means you need to free her, because that's what plus ones are for. Help Zoe get out of this. Hold up your wine glass and improvise a toast so long to buy Zoe time to escape. Or you proactively installed a trapdoor in the convention center a month ago in case something like this happened. You just need to trick these boars into standing on it. Don't those trapdoors that the main characters installed show up in a different event too?
Yes, multiple events in multiple locations in this game.
It's just a canon thing that your characters really did actually do. You grab a fork and tap your glass.
Shush, everyone! A speech! Thanks, Void. I owe you one.
Good evening, everyone. Crap, you should have come up with an actual speech in advance.
Come on, say what you want to say.
I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
Shit, the back door's locked. I need more time. Tell us what you really want. 20k? We can help with engagement.
I can get you 2k tonight. Gambling's only a problem if you lose.
Fuck! This window won't open either. I want
I want a huh? I want a huh?
What the? Is she stammering or choking?
Come on, we're all friends here. If you want another line, you can just say it.
Finally, bye, losers.
I want to really, really, really want a zigga zigga. Ah! You chug your wine, somersault through a plate glass window, and run over to Zoe.
What was that?
I love networking, but we have to stop letting these nerds in. Anyway, want another line?
Hey, Void, thanks again for saving my ass back there. Want to grab a drink at the hotel bar? I'd rather hang out with you than those boars anyways.
You and Zoe have a fantastic night together, not needing anyone but each other. You gain 2 charm and lose 2 smarts.
Off to find some juicy gossip.
I am impressively stupid.
You sure are.
And not very creative either.
That's true.
Let's all agree
merch.
to never be creative again.
Mothman merch. Walking around the merch hall, you notice a stand full of retro toys. Hey, some of these you remember from your childhood. Where did they get this
that's you.
picture of me? Actually, you remember all of them. Did this guy just raid your parents' house? You buy them all just in case. Ah, life was full of charm back then, before reality made you a cynic. You might be too old for these toys today, but you can still siphon +2 charm from the memories. Later, you invite Omen to wind down and watch a movie at the hotel. Finally, you two can spend some much-needed one-on-one time together.
This is peak cinema, and exceptionally relatable. What did you say it was called?
Despicable Me.
Fascinating.
Her own voice actress just said that.
You see Omen reach into the popcorn bowl. Now's your chance to not so accidentally brush your fingers and create some romantic tension.
Ah, spider!
Omen grabs you and tries to crush your fingers. Hot. Once your bones squeak, she realizes she's holding your hand.
Stop staring at me with that dumb face!
She socks you in the jaw. Hot, but also ow.
My apologies, I have cuteness aggression.
Aw, are you saying I'm cute?
No! Yes! I don't know! Shut the fuck up!
I love Omen.
She punches you
Yeah.
again. One more round of flirting, and you're gonna end up eating your teeth. Still, it's clear that Omen at least kind of likes you. Surely there's something you can do to help her relax and open up to you. Owen can't remove her Iron Man, but she looks uncomfortable. Offer to get inside and give her a much-needed back rub. She's been imprisoned in an enclosed space for more than a century. Maybe she's into that now? Get buried with her for a night. These are both very interesting options.
Yeah.
I'm giving her a back rub. Hey, Omen, do you want a back massage?
I've not had a massage since I donned this accursed suit, so sure, why not?
Sure, why not? The three most romantic words in the English language. You shimmy your way in between Omen's back and her cape. You're immediately hit with the agonizing pain of dozens of spikes piercing your flesh. But you're also hit with the warm, sensuous curves of Omen's butt, so it pretty much cancels out.
This is nicer than I thought.
That feels nice.
That's good to know, because this does not feel nice for you at all. It's like you're being stabbed by 1,000 tiny gnomes with knives.
Oh, like in Repo!
Ah, yes, I haven't loosened that muscle in over 100 years. You have a magic touch, Has.
She relaxes into you, practically melting in your lap. You feel lightheaded from bliss. And you black out. In hindsight, you were probably getting lightheaded from blood loss. When you wake up, you're in a hospital bed. Omen is sitting next to you, watching Despicable Me 4 on your phone.
Ah, good, you're awake. I noticed that you fainted while you were giving me that spectacular back rub. At first I was upset that you stopped massaging me, but then I realized that you were dying and brought you to the hospital. You're welcome for that. As repayment for saving this life, perhaps you could give me another back rub.
It's a deal. You gain +2 charm for giving a great massage, but lose 2 boldness.
The last day of the con.
How do
None
I-
of them is...
Okay.
Yeah, none of them for asking out Suzanne.
How do I click that?
Click yourself.
Oh, there. Oh. Oh, wow. My brain was not registering that that was me.
You're so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to go with Zoe. I wanted.
You can do it.
I mean, I
Go
could
for
try.
it.
I got rejected.
Yeah, try it. What's the worst that could happen?
She's gonna reject me. I know what the stat requirements are.
Prove it.
Fine. I'll go get rejected. I don't think we weren't on an event.
I have so much charm.
Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor.
The Flame of Truth is a pulp noir adventure that follows private investigator Moss Mann. This jaded detective used to be part of the police force, but he lost his badge after a dog stole his gun. His peace will be broken when a mysterious femme fatale comes to him with a new case, the mysterious death of a twink. But playing detective isn't easy when you have to battle your inner demons, which, in Moss's case, take the form of that dreadful memory of the one time he called the police chief Mom. As if that wasn't enough, as the mysteries unravel, Moss will realize this case might be tied to something much bigger, an evil master plan to remove Gemini from the horoscope. Can this moth find the flame of truth, or will he be consumed by the fire? Since
All
your
my
Moss Man
leads
has-
turned out to be dead ends. So there I was, searching in the last place left, the bottom of a bottle.
You always find your way back here, don't you? What can I serve you, Moss?
Oh, that is Hex.
Yeah.
I
think
didn't
I
recognize
have
it
a
till your
thirst
voice.
for gossip. Have you heard anything juicy lately?
Sure. See that fella over there? That unicorn isn't all magic and rainbows. I've heard he's gotten in his horn into some dirty place. He's involved with the all-you-can-eat, but with your bare hands barbecue buffet.
Really? Then he might know something about the mysterious death of a twink. Let's see where that horn points me to.
Not so fast, mossy boy. Ah,
The boss isn't happy with you turning over so many rocks.
You know what happens to moths who get too close to the light? They get burnt.
Yikes.
Thwack.
The rain tends my wounds, but it doesn't put out this fire that burns so bright inside me. This flame of truth. This beatdown made see things clearly. Truth is a bowl of soup, and I have a health condition that only allows me to eat soup.
Alright, time for me to get rejected. You finally gather your courage and ask your tantalizing tentacled friend Zoe to go to the con after party with you.
You want to go to the party with me? That's funny.
Why?
This is a fanfic come true.
Because I actually wrote a one-off fanfic this morning where we went to the party together. We were both cosplaying, and the party was over. We came back here and took our cosplays off, and...
And?
Hee, no spoilers allowed.
Friends to lovers, slow burn,
Huh.
100K.
Maybe the wiki's wrong about what the
The after party was
First ones were.
fabulous.
Zoe brought her notebook and showed you some new fanfic ideas she's been cooking up.
Told you.
Even the outlines of such magnificent erotica got you all hot and bothered. Zoe noticed, so she offered to take you out back and relieve your literary intrigue. Who knew reading could be so hands-on?
Winky face.
Winky face.
Winky face.
You finally gather your courage and ask your beloved badass villain to go to the con after party with you. Badass villain to go to the con after party with you.
You on a date? Just like that? How times have changed. Previously, my suitors would have groveled at my feet just to feel my hand wrapped around their throat.
I mean, I could be persuaded to do that if you want.
Oh,
Later, perhaps. For now, let us party.
I can actually.
The after
unlock
party was
these
glorious.
chains.
Omen arrived in their finest armor, wielding their finest flail, and announced that they were here to conquer the festivities. You could have tried to stop them, but what can you say? You're a sucker for a beautiful person who can kick your ass. The cops aren't, though, and you were both arrested for the bloodbath you two caused on the dance floor. At least you and Omen got to spend the night in jail together. Who knew fucking in a holding cell could be so hot?
You didn't ask any of your friends to go to the party with you because Suzanne already thundered her way into your heart.
Fuck yeah, I'd love to go to a party. How much booze should I bring?
Oh, I think there'll be a bar.
But the bar of Suzanne's free, baby. I'll sneak a few flasks of rum in my bra. Let's take this party by storm.
Have you ever heard of La Petite Mort?
The after party was incredible. Look at them!
Cute.
Very cute.
I love their little blushy face. Suzanne picked her up on her motorcycle, and the two of you made quite an impression on all the other nerds in their Honda Civics. When it was over, Suzanne proposed going back to relax in her hotel room. That just proved to be the calm before the storm. By the time she was done with you, you were harder than a Category 5 earthquake and wetter than a hurricane. Is that enough weather metaphors? You get the gist. You fucked. Woohoo!
Hooray! We all got it, actually.
We win!
Nice.
One new secret ending, which was me.
Yeah.
Song, 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 song! Before we knew it, the con
Song
had
time.
ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it lasted an entire lifetime. All the misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we didn't feel a bit sad to leave that all behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came the truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts. And no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that gives us warmth and makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. It reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
We will be forever like this, always feeling free. You
I figured out why I had the stat requirement wrong. I was looking at the single player row on the wiki.
Ah!
The multiplayer row says TBA, so it's still fun and creativity, but they don't know what the lower thresholds are for multiplayer games.
I find that this game is a lot more lenient than some of the previous ones.
Seems like it.
I still want to meet that cool genie.
I need water desperately, so I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
But I'd be up for another game when I get back.
When you're scared or lonely, and the world won't help you, despite everything you've tried, you can call me always when you need me, my friend.
Oh, I know that Fish Knight person. They're awesome, and I love him. We haven't met him yet in this game, though.
We will be forever like this, always feeling free. You better believe that you can always count on me. Come and you will see, we're everything we need. We were meant to find each other.
Yay!
The funny part is, the streamer version of the song also tells you that the
Yeah.
other song is like fine.
Yeah, I just had the normal version on for the first time, but I like the streamer version better.
This was fun.
Yeah! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Man, it's kind of crazy that this game takes like 2 hours to play. It just goes by so fast.
Yeah! It definitely takes a bit, but goes by pretty quick. But I like this game. It's fun and cute, and weirdly wholesome.
Like you.
What? What?
What?
What?
What are you asking?
You teasing me.
I'm not teasing you, I'm just stating fact.
Gnomes!
Yes.
No!
I return.
Yes.
What's happening?
It's just mentioning that Zabby is cute and wholesome and fun.
Yeah, that sounds right.
No.
No, that sounds right.
Well, specifically, she said that about the game, and then I said that that also applies to her.
Yeah, you're correct.
I'm debating whether or not I'm up to do one more.
I was actually probably gonna hop off.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'll call it there for now.
Alrighty.
This
But
is
we
fun
can
though.
do
I'd
more
be happy
another
to do it
time.
again sometime
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, fun game.
But for now, I
Bye.
will bid chat